Hey everyone, and welcome to the Fancy Friday show with me, Matt Niblock. Today we have a special guest, Jacob Rep from Variety and his online series Why Wednesday. Jacob, thanks so much for joining me.
Well, thanks for letting me be here. I mean, we have a new year. We're kicking off the series back up, and I get to be the first one. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, it's perfect. 2021, we're getting right back into it.
That's right.
So, yeah, so before we jump into Variety and Why Wednesday and all of the stuff that you're involved in, I just wanted to remind our viewers that Casual Friday is canceled. That's right. We're putting the sweatpants back in the closet. And today with me, I do have one special thing I have to show off, and it was actually a Christmas gift that I got. And I think that it makes a lot of sense for Fancy Friday as well. Let me make sure I can pull this up the right way. Is a brand new, oh, that's very fancy there. Uh, a little suit and tie Hawkeye thing that I got from my wife. So pretty cool stuff. But like I said, it's canceled for now for this Friday, and actually is Friday today. So super cool. But yeah, let's jump right into Variety and Why Wednesday, Jacob. And I'm going to I'll let you take your pick on kind of which one you want to jump into first. But tell us a little bit about whichever one.
Yeah, absolutely. I we'll start with Why Wednesday, just because the real reason we're here is for variety, so we can end
Right.
on the positive and the good that comes from there. Well, Why Wednesday began 2.5 years ago, and it was all because I was frustrated on all the wins and then all the losses, like with it, just with no seem to be direction. And I kept on forgetting why I was going through some of those ups and downs. So what was that motivating thing? And I was talking with friends. I was reading Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why, and
Right.
we all kind of came to the same conclusion at the same time. It's like, man, it's so easy to forget why we do what we're doing. It just becomes the mundane and starts to just become normal, and then it's just routine, and then you lose kind of that fire. And it's like, man, I'm not the only person. My friends are talking about it. I bet
Right.
you there are other organizations, business owners that are the same way. So why don't we just let them tell their story? Let
Right.
them tell why they do what they do, so that one, people can hear it, but two, that they can be reminded that, hey, here's why we get up every day and we're doing the good work that we're doing. And so it just kind of took off, and people loved it. And I keep on getting these reminders of today in history, you did this one, and it's just kind of grown from that.
Yeah, very cool. I know I've watched a few episodes, and it's always fun to connect somebody's business or profession or why they're involved in some nonprofit or whatever it is they do on a day-to-day basis with some of their core values and
Yeah.
why they're doing that and kind of where they get the drive to do it. So yeah, very cool series. So on that front, let's talk right into a Variety then. And yeah, tell us all about Variety and what you all do as a board member.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm the vice president of Young Variety, which is the young professionals branch or arm of Variety Iowa.
Hmm.
And so I help facilitate everything that's going on with Young Variety to some degree. So got to give a shout out, obviously, to my president, Christina Tim. She's awesome. And also a fellow Eagles fan. So fly, Eagles, fly. Uh, and we just kind of get the set the stage, if you will, for, hey, where's Variety going to be a year from now? Where's Variety going to be 5 years from now? Where's Variety going to be when I'm no longer considered young? Uh, where's that going to be, and what role can we be a part of in taking it to the next level? Because at the end of the day, as an organization, we support organizations. So it's kind of like a United Way, if you want to compare it to that, is we raise money and then we give it out to organizations that are supporting children in Iowa. And Variety's mission is going to be to improve the lives of children who are underprivileged, that are at risk, they're critically ill, and living with special needs in Iowa. So if your organization is serving those population groups, you probably have received funding from Variety to help do that. So, and it wasn't until I got involved that I see the Variety handprint all the time with Variety vans or a wing in like Blank or Mercy or wherever you see the Variety wing, or like Easter Seals has their gym is the Variety gym. it's like, oh shoot, these are organizations and things that I've seen for years. I've just never seen the impact. So it's really cool. We serve a lot of people, give away specialized bikes, and it's really awesome. This year, we gave away 1.9 million to
Wow.
71 organizations in Iowa that are literally improving the lives of kids and their families that are impacting. So it's really cool.
So getting into that then a little bit deeper. So on a day-to-day basis, it sounds like most of what Variety is going to be focused on is that fundraising type of activity, and then obviously disbursement of that out to those charities then.
Yep. And so at the end of the year is when we will do that. So this year we did a check presentations or awards in I think it was September. And so that was a lot of fun. Being a part of the grant review process is so amazing. You get to hear and you get to talk to organizations of what their vision is and how the money is going to impact that. And then you kind of like get excited, and it's always hard because, just as you probably would expect, every year we get more applications, and every year the total ask is more than what we can fundraise in a year. So having to make those decisions is really hard sometimes, and tears can be shed and all those things, because at the end of the day we want to give away everything. And so it's like, hey, can we match 100% of every ask? That would be really cool. But we're limited because, like I said, we always have more asks than we do money raised. And that's kind of the way that it goes, unfortunately. So someday, maybe we'll be able to just automatically do 100% of all asks. And that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's a perfect segue into how we're trying to reach those numbers and reach 100% of that, because you have a really cool event that's coming up here next Tuesday. So tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of my, as a board member, also in charge of creating events and doing things to try to bring in extra revenue and whatnot. And so my good friends at Kinship Brewery, which is the new brewery that just opened in Waukee, are partnering with Variety. And so next Tuesday on the 12th from 5 to 8, they're going to give $1 of every drink. So they don't only serve beer there, which is a misconception and most people don't know since it just opened on the 1st. And so, but $1 of every drink is going to go to Variety, and that's awesome. Support a new local business. It's a sweet spot. I've been there a few times already, and if you follow them on Instagram, it's gorgeous. The murals, the atmosphere, everything is awesome. And to kind of just as a plug, our Young Variety signature events always savor Des Moines. And so the last year we had a real event was 2019, and Kinship actually won or the popular vote for best beer, and they weren't even open yet. So here we are, and you get to go and support a local, and then also support the kids. Easy way to do it.
Yeah, and just for anybody that doesn't know, I mean, I've been over there on the bike trail, because it's right on the bike trail out west of Waukee, right on the cusp of Waukee, I guess I would say, on toward the Adel side, and just a beautiful building, really, really nice. And yeah, if you want to stop over there, have a drink or two, and check the place out, it's not often that you get to say that you're having a couple of beers for a good cause, which that always makes it a little bit easier as well. So yeah, I know that it's going to be a great time. I'm planning on stopping by myself to check it out. So very cool. So I think before we kind of get off of the Variety topic, though, I think it's also important for people to remember that, it's certainly a fundraising organization. And so let's talk about, hey, I can't make it out to the event. What other ways can they help or donate or do those things?
Absolutely. So, I mean, obviously we're in 2020, 2021 pandemic. So life looks a little bit different, just like as anybody in the nonprofit world is going to tell you, it's hard. But the cool thing is what you're seeing is the generosity of people has just been amazing. And so both Variety and other nonprofits, you're seeing people giving at same levels and more than any other year. And so it's really cool. And some of it's an Iowa thing, right? I mean, Iowa
Right.
nice and the people per capita. I believe I read an article once that like Iowa gives more per capita than anywhere else in the country, but it's at least up there in giving, and that's awesome. That's a testament of the citizens of Iowa and where their hearts are, and that's awesome. So in a normal year, we're going to have events, and from galas to polo. That's one of my favorite events, polo on the green. Where else can you go and see a live polo match? It's like you're watching Pretty Woman, and so things like that are going on. So being able to attend. Otherwise, normally we have a telethon. I'm still waiting to hear kind of what that looks like, because it won't be a telethon like it's been before, and so I'm still waiting. I was looking on their website to see kind of what it is. So there's still something planned, but we're still doing our panels, and we're still doing that. So the Variety page has a telethon thing. You can always give to the Young Variety page. We're trying to win and raise as much money as we can, and just being able to do that. So trying to find creative ways to raise money. But the Variety page can always give there if you can't make it. And the truth is, you talk to anybody. I mean, even your wife was talking about the impact that Variety has had. So, like, especially if you're in Des Moines, you don't know anybody that hasn't directly or indirectly been impacted by Variety, and some people just don't know it. But yeah,
Right. Well, and I think it's really easy to call out. Right now you can go to varietyiowa.com/donations. And it's kind of a cool page because it's not taking you just to the place where you can donate. It's actually each individual either event or organization basically within it. So you can say, oh, that really touches me. I really like that particular story, and I can donate there through that page. So we'll definitely put links on this video at the end to make sure that people can go there. And, every $5-10, whatever you have in your pocket, if you have big pockets, $100, more, obviously it's for the kids. So, people's generosity is always fantastic in that type of arena. So awesome. Anything else you want to talk about when it comes to Variety or Why Wednesday?
I just think it's crazy because when I said that we all directly or indirectly know people that are impacted by Variety, it's not an organization that I knew about up until, let's see, so I'm 6 months in, I had 2 years. So I've only been involved with Variety for like three years. Mm-hmm. And I found out about it, Variety, almost 3 years ago, a little bit sooner. Susan Hatton was with Holmes Murphy, was highly involved, and we got connected, and she's like, hey, your passion, your mission aligns with this. And I was like, I'd never even heard of the organization. And then they got me hook, line, and sinker, and I've been involved in pretty much every capacity since then. But from doing that, you see all those things, and so just fine. Like who can't get behind a cause for supporting children? So that's one of those things that's easy to get behind. But check it out. I mean, if you're a young professional, talk to me. Like, we want to recruit. I mean, we need more ideas for what's Variety. Where is it going 30 years from now, so that we can still have the impact and keep on scaling that impact, so that we can help more kids, more families, more organizations. And so would love to talk about especially Young Variety, since I'm vice president.
Yeah, absolutely. Shameless plug. I love it.
Shameless plug.
So before I let you go, being my Fancy Friday guest, I always have the guests pick out my jacket for the week. And so I've got two choices for you today. I've got a blue jacket, a pretty nice jacket, or I've got the red one actually that I'm wearing right now. So which one are we going to do for Fancy Friday this week?
Well, I mean, blue does really bring out my eyes, but I'm going to have to go red. Red for the big Variety heart, and it's fitting. So I have to double down. Red, final answer.
Perfect. I think that is the right answer to considering the color scheme that you have going on. So awesome. And just one last reminder before we wrap up here. Next Tuesday, 5 to 8 p.m. over at Kinship Brewing. Jacob will be there. I guarantee that. And he'll be, I'm sure, full of good ideas of which beer to drink. So
Yeah,
awesome.
that's true.
So much for joining me, Jacob.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. And thanks, Matt.
Yeah, take care.